Welcome into another edition of Celtics Spotlight here on the Carlow Sports Network. Sean Meyers joined by Clara Niglio, sophomore pitcher and first baseman for the Celtics softball team. Clara, thank you for doing this. How's your day going?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Wanted to talk to you a little bit about your season, in particular your success in the circle. Last 2 years you've been one of the top pitchers. So what are some of your best attributes as a pitcher?
I would say being able to perform well under pressure. Obviously, softball's very difficult as a pitcher, and just being able to perform while having like a runner on second and third with full count, not walking the batter, or same thing with like bases loaded, not walking a run in, things like that. I think that I can perform well in those situations.
What pitches do you throw, and do you have one that you consider maybe your out pitch?
I pitch a drop curve, screwball, changeup, and fastball, and I would say my drop curve or changeup is my out pitch.
Let's talk a little bit about a kind of a crazy game you were involved in. The Celtics won a game in 17 innings, which is, I think, maybe the longest game that I've seen at the collegiate level. You went, I think, 10 innings in the circle in that one, but you also batted all throughout. Talk about that game.
I actually think I went the first seven, but it was really crazy. Like, it was a 0-0 game up until like the fourth or fifth inning, and then we scored first, and then they scored, and it was tied, and we couldn't get a run. They couldn't get a run, so it just kept going on, and then in the 17th inning, I think, or the 16th, the bottom of the 16th, there was runners on second and third, and I hit a double, and those two scored, and then we went back out, and we got 3 outs and one. So.
Was that the longest game you've ever been a part of?
Yes.
Okay, I would imagine. Let's rewind to the beginning of this 2022 season. What did you set in terms of goals for yourself, and what did Carla set as a team?
For myself, I would say I set the goal of getting ahead in the count, so going like 1-2 or 0-2 in a batter, so I was able to throw what I want to them instead of what they are expecting, which is just a strike. And as a team, I think personally, my goal as a team was to communicate and work together and just be more of a team than independent players.
Let's talk about your head coach, Glenn Zinsmeister. In your 2 years working with him, what are some of the best qualities that he possesses?
I would say Glenn's best qualities is being very organized and making decisions that are quick and good for the team. And I think he's also very understanding, especially with school stuff. So a lot of us are nursing students, and we have a lot of busy schedules. So he just really helps us work around all those. And I think he just really motivates us to just want to be better players overall.
What led to your decision to transfer in here to Carlow?
Nursing, actually, was my decision to transfer because I wanted to be a nurse.
Well, I think you just alluded to it, your major,
Yes.
and what would be an ideal future profession for you?
Obviously an RN. I'm not sure about the placement of where I want to go yet, but I'm thinking about working with babies, so either OB or the NICU, something like that.
You're just about ready to wrap up your second year here at Carlow. What has been your most enjoyable collegiate class?
I would say clinical, so that's the lab for the nursing class. It's really opened my mind to a lot of new things and how it really feels to be a nurse. So.
You attended Moon High School, mm-hmm. and what was your fondest memory there?
I would say just softball overall and playing with my sister. So that was the only time I ever got the chance to play softball with my sister, and she's a very great athlete, so it was just a great experience to be able to play with her there.
Older or younger sister?
Older.
Okay. Did you look up to her and maybe get some tips from her as well?
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about your career at Moon. Who was the best individual that you went against in high school?
I would say either Brooke or Brittany Wilson on West Day.
And you said that was a pretty good opponent, the Indians that you went against in high school.
Yes, they were very good whenever I was in high school. They often won the Whitby also.
I know pitchers maybe have to have a little bit different mindset than every other player. Do you have any superstitions or rituals before, during, or after a game?
I would say personally I'm very superstitious, so If I'm doing one thing, one game, I'll keep doing the same exact thing until the end because I feel like if I don't, I'll mess up or something will go wrong. So an example may be like putting my mask on before I go to the mound. Sometimes it's putting the mask on when I'm on the mound. It just kind of depends what I do first. Or like pitching one pitch between innings or like two pitches between innings. So things like that. But
If you could pick anyone, who would be your celebrity dream date?
his name's Ian Somerhalder, and he's Damon Salvatore from The Vampire Diaries.
Okay, gotcha. If you could eat just one meal for the rest of your life, what would you choose?
I think I would choose sushi.
Okay. Any particular place you would get it from?
No, I love
Any
sushi.
sushi
Yeah.
you're going to be happy with. All right, lastly, you're stranded on a desert island, but you can take one of your teammates with you. Who are you choosing?
I would choose Marissa Schuckman. She's my roommate, and she's pretty much just like my best friend. She's the best person to be around. She's always positive, always makes you feel better. Really just the best person ever, honestly.
Would you guys be able to survive long together?
Yes, we live together already,
Okay.
so I think
Good
we'd be
news.
okay.
All right. Well, Clara, thank you for doing this. Congratulations on a good season. Keep it up going
Thank
forward.
you so much for
That's
having me.
Clara Niglio, sophomore pitcher for the Celtics here on the Celtics Spotlight.